Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into something absolutely fascinating, the incredible transformation of Chinese consumer brands and what it means for businesses here in the UK. If you've been sleeping on this, it's time to wake up because Chinese brands are taking the world by storm and UK firms need to step up their game to stay competitive. Let's break it down. Picture this. You're walking down a street in London, Sydney, or even Stockholm, and you spot a sleek electric car gliding by. Chances are it's Chinese, or maybe you're grabbing a cold drink at a Mixue, a Chinese fast food chain that's now outpaced McDonald's with more outlets worldwide. Yeah, you heard that right. McDonald's. From ice cream to electric vehicles to video games, Chinese brands are popping up everywhere. And they're not just competing on price anymore, they're bringing quality, innovation, and a whole lot of cultural swagger to the global stage. Now, let's rewind a bit. For years, China was the world's manufacturing powerhouse, churning out goods for Western companies like Apple or Nike. But when it came to homegrown brands, China lagged behind. Westerners might have struggled to name a single Chinese consumer brand. The perception was that Chinese products were cheap, low quality, maybe even knockoffs. Plus, scandals around food safety or labor standards didn't help. But that's old news. Today, Chinese brands are flipping the script in a big way. Take Mixue, for example. This ice cream and cold drink chain is expanding into South America, opening stores faster than you can say bubble tea, or Chagee, a tea shop chain that's proudly showcasing its Chinese roots with a logo inspired by Peking opera. They're planning to have over 1,300 stores outside China by 2027, mostly in Southeast Asia. A few years ago, they barely had any international presence. Then there's Pop Mart, a toy maker creating these quirky nine-toothed dolls called Labubus that have fans like Rihanna and David Beckham obsessed. And don't sleep on Black Myth Wukong, a video game based on the Chinese classic Journey to the West, which has become one of the most successful games ever. What's driving this? It's not just about low prices anymore. These brands are competing on quality. Chagee's drinks can cost as much as Starbucks. Chinese electric vehicles come with entertainment systems that make your car feel like a rolling cinema. Pop Mart's toys, some sell for over $800. These companies are building their own intellectual property, creating products that resonate globally while staying true to their cultural roots. And here's the kicker. Unlike Chinese chip makers or EV companies, these consumer brands aren't heavily subsidized by the government. In fact, China's capital markets barely support them, with only 3% of recent listing funds going to consumer firms. They're succeeding on their own merit. So, why does this matter for the UK? Well, Chinese brands are raising the bar, and UK firms need to take notice. For years, foreign brands in China commanded a premium just for being foreign. That's fading fast. Chinese consumers are now gravitating toward homegrown brands that understand their tastes and offer high quality products. If UK companies want to keep their edge, they need to get better at understanding Chinese customers. It's not enough to slap a made in Britain label on something and call it a day. They need to innovate, adapt, and maybe even partner with these creative Chinese firms to gain insights. Let's talk about competition. Chinese car makers are already forcing Western rivals to rethink their strategies. Brands like BYD are offering cutting edge tech at unbeatable prices, and they're not hiding their Chinese identity, they're embracing it. This is a wake up call for UK automakers, but it's not just cars. From toys to fast food to fashion, Chinese brands are pushing global giants like Disney, Mattel, and even Starbucks to up their game. The rise of companies like Shein and Temu, which dominate online retail with affordable yet trendy products, shows how quickly Chinese firms can capture market share. UK retailers need to match that speed and agility. Now, this isn't just a challenge, it's an opportunity. The rise of Chinese consumer brands is great for shoppers everywhere. More competition means more choices and better products. For investors, it's a chance to back innovative companies in a less politically charged space. Unlike AI or tech firms, which face security concerns, handbags, hot drinks, and toys are harmless. Chagee raised over $400 million when it went public in New York, and more Chinese brands are listing in Hong Kong. UK investors and businesses can get in on this action, but they need to move fast. So, what can UK firms do to stay competitive? First, they need to prioritize innovation. Chinese brands are winning because they're bold, creative, and quick to adapt. UK companies should invest in R&D and focus on creating products that stand out. Second, they need to deepen their understanding of global markets, especially China. Partnering with Chinese firms could be a game changer, offering insights into what makes these brands so successful. Finally, UK businesses need to embrace agility. The days of resting on brand prestige are over. To compete, they need to move as fast as their Chinese counterparts. This transformation is just getting started. Chinese brands are on a westward journey, much like the Monkey King from Journey to the West. And like that epic tale, it's going to bring challenges, surprises, and maybe even some rewards for those who rise to the occasion. UK firms have a choice: adapt and innovate, or risk getting left behind. I'm betting on the UK to step up, but it's going to take some serious hustle. That's it for today, folks. What do you think about the rise of Chinese brands? Are UK companies ready to compete? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe for more deep dives like this. See you next time.